Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can pay lower fees when purchasing cryptocurrencies on Coinbase using Coinbase Pro. Now I know this looks intimidating, but don't worry, I'll go through it step by step. After you set up your first crypto wallet, it might be tempting to directly purchase that cryptocurrency you want through the wallet. As in MetaMask, they have an option to buy directly through their provider Wire. Let's just see how the rates are like. Now if you want to buy $100 worth of Ether, as you can see, you will have to pay $5, about 5% after the network fee that you will have to pay for the Ethereum network in order to purchase just $100 worth of Ether. And they also have a $1,000 purchase limit, and even after you verify yourself, you will only get $2,500 a day purchase limit. And another downside to this is that you're not able to cash out, so you won't be able to sell it directly back to Wire after you purchased it. So a better option would be to register at an exchange like Coinbase.com. Now Coinbase.com definitely has better rates compared to Wire, but it's still quite high. Let's say if you want to purchase $100 worth of Ether, you will have to pay about $3, about 3%. To Coinbase. But if you go to Coinbase Pro and you want to buy $100 worth of Ether, you'll only have to pay 50 cents. Now this might not seem like much of a difference at first, but if you're daily cost averaging into crypto, which is when you buy cryptocurrencies on a weekly basis, monthly basis, these fees add up. So finding the best places to buy cryptocurrencies could save you a lot of money in the long term, and at least on Coinbase Pro, the more you purchase, the lower fees that you will be able to get. And if you already have a Coinbase account, you should just be able to access Coinbase Pro by going to pro.coinbase.com. And if you don't have any money deposited yet, you can just go to portfolios and then click on deposit. And you can deposit US dollars this way. If we go back to the home page, I've already deposited about $100 worth of US dollars just to show you how it works. And the main thing that you have to focus on is the left side of the interface. First, you can select what kind of cryptocurrency that you want to purchase, and I'm just going to demonstrate it with ETH. Once you've selected the market, you can see your wallet balance. As you can see, I've deposited about $100. Once you selected the currency that you want to purchase, you can buy and sell just like the regular Coinbase.com at a market price, meaning the price that's listed right here is the price you'll be paying for each Ether, and it's as simple as how much you want to buy and then placing a buy order. And just by doing that, you're already saving a lot on fees. But as I've shown earlier, if you're purchasing larger amounts, there's a difference in terms of taker fee and maker fee. The taker fee is just what I've just shown you. If you buy at the market price, you're considered a taker. But if you're purchasing larger amounts of crypto, the higher you go, there's going to be a difference between taker fee and maker fee. A maker is just someone who places a limit order. What a limit order is, you basically have to indicate at what price you want to buy Ether or the cryptocurrency of your choice and how much you want to purchase. Okay, so this order, if I place this limit buy order, it will only execute when it hits $2,000, and at that point I will be buying 0.05 Ether, paying a total of $100.50. And if I place that order right now, it will show up in the open orders window, and it won't execute until the market price hits $2,000. And you can just keep this order open however long it takes for Ether to drop to $2,000. And once it is executed, it will show up in the fills window. Right now I'm gonna cancel it because it might take a while for Ether to go down to $2,000. We don't know if it ever will, but if you want to buy Ether faster, you will have to look at the order book. So the red part of the window basically shows people who are trying to sell Ether at certain price points. And I'm just going to increase the aggregation a little bit to make it stop jumping so much. Okay, so on the top, you can see that there's about 35.6 Ether about to be sold if Ether ever hits 2170. And if it hits, let's say $2,000, there's about $2,200. There's about 573 Ether ready to be sold. Okay, that's just people placing limit orders, basically. And on the other hand, if you're trying to purchase it, if ETH ever drops to 2100, there's about 182.7 Ether worth of orders, limit orders, that are open right now. And that's what this chart basically shows. On the buy side, there's a lot of people trying to buy right at the 2137 range. There's a lot of buy orders that are open. And if you go look at the sell side, if Ether hits 2,157, it seems like there's a lot of sell orders that are going to be executed. So when you place a limit order, you will be put into this order book and you're considered a maker. But if you want to purchase Ether quicker while being able to pay the makers low fees, you're going to try to make your limit price as close to the highest bid price as possible. Or you could also look at the price chart. We're looking at the 5-minute chart. I'm going to make it 1 minute. So within 1 minute, Ether price has ranged from 2113 to the high of 2154. So this is all a reasonable range that Ether might go to. If you want to buy Ether as soon as possible, I would place maybe an order around 2147, 2145. So once you understand what is a maker, what is a taker, and if you look back at the Coinbase Pro's fee structure, you'll see that as long as you're buying less than 50K worth of crypto, it really doesn't matter if you buy at the market price or put in a limit price. So that the fee you're going to be paying is going to be the same. But if you do buy more than 50K worth of crypto, you will be able to pay less fees if you put in a limit order instead of a market order. So essentially you will put in a limit order in the case that you're expecting the price to hit a certain price, and that's when you want to actually buy it. For example, buying it at $2,000 or buying it at $1,800 thinking it will go down, or trying to sell the Ether that you have at a higher price. Let's say it's currently at $2,140, but you want to sell it at, let's say, $2,500. But since I'll only be buying $100 worth of Ether and don't mind paying the market price of $2,142, I can just place a buy order right here, and immediately it got filled. And you'll be able to see it in the fills window, and that's how you can save fees using Coinbase Pro. A few tips I have for placing limit orders would be, when you put in a limit price, I suggest you put in an extra few decimals and put in kind of like odd numbers, so your limit order executes before most people, because most people like rounded numbers like 2,000. You might have a higher chance of getting executed and filled earlier than others.